Hello, my name is Michael Camastro, PGA Golf Professional for the Players Elite Golf Academy. In this series, we're going to talk about four basic fundamentals that I believe is crucial to your success. Even the touring professionals will always go over their fundamentals. Think of it as dominoes. If one fundamental's off, everything is going to start falling apart. So the fundamentals are is how you grip the club, making sure you got that correct, your body alignment, your posture, and your ball position. So let's talk about the grip first. There's three ways to hold the club. You have the overlap, interlock, or the 10-finger grip. The 10-finger grip, however, I'm not a huge fan of. I do prefer the overlap, but if interlocking is good for you and it feels comfortable, then go ahead with it. Now, how we put our hands on is very, very important, especially your left hand. This left hand, I look at it as this is the club face. So I want to make sure that this is the hand that squares up the club face. So everybody has a tendency to grip it either too strong, which is way over here in their right hand way underneath. Some are too weak, or then they get their right hand over. The best way to do it is first stand nice and straight. Let your hands and arms just hang nice and relaxed. However, wherever your palms are facing, some players, their palms may face a little bit this way. My palms are facing my thighs to about a 45-degree angle. So what I'm going to do is just let this club sit on a 45-degree angle to my hands where I'm standing here. And you can see it just falls right inside the finger line, okay? It's slightly diagonally across the fingers, okay? So I just let it hang nice and natural, just hold on to it, and then bring that club up in front of me. There's a crease between the thumb and forefinger. It's pointing between my ear or my shoulder. I should be able to see 2 to 3 knuckles at this position here. Now I'm going to bring in the top hand. I'm just going to go ahead and put it just in the middle of the fingers, and then I like to overlap. You can interlock, like I said, but the lifeline here of my right hand is there's that little meaty pad here between the lifeline and your thumb part. It's just it sits right on top of that thumb, and you want to be able to have the crease between the thumb and forefinger, they call it a V, kind of working together with the left hand. Now, you want to make sure that the club face is square, so in other words, this leading edge, I always tell people this, the toe of the club and the heel of the club, it's pointing from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. This will be closed, that will be open. So you want to kind of put your hands on there correctly. Another way, excuse me, that I do it is I'll just hold my right hand on the shaft, get it lined up, and I'll just bring in my hand here and just gather the hands together. And ensuring you have a good grip is going to help you with your release. Now, grip pressure, if we are too tight, especially with our top hand, with our right hand, we're going to slice, and if we're too loose, we can hook it. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is the tightest, 1 is the lightest, where the club is going to fall right out of your hand. You basically want to hold it, I would say, about between a 4 and a 6. Now, the top hand is really important as well. I like to create what we call a trigger, is where I have the fingers kind of separated here. I can put my index finger right between the index finger and my middle finger. So it's like a little trigger. You want your thumb slightly to the right. You don't want your thumb on top, because that's going to add more pressure into your grip. It's going to stop you from hinging the club correctly on the top of the swing. So put your hands in there nice and relaxed. You should be able to have mobility here with the arms and the wrists, okay? And having a good grip is the key, okay? So if you don't have a really good grip, it's going to add to the compensation you're going to need to do in your golf swing to kind of hit the ball straighter. But normally, what I see a lot of players come in for their lesson, the first thing I'm looking is their grip. And 9 times out of 10, I'm seeing a poor grip. So I couldn't stress this anymore. You have to have your hands on there correctly. It is the only connection between you and this golf club. As I said earlier, the left hand is the hand that squares up the face. It's really not your right hand. I hope this tip helped you out, and I'll have another weekly tip coming out on the posture and our setup. That's very important.